Peace, everybody. This is Thomas Amal. I am here with my latest edition of 24. First, I have to apologize. Why would my son set a date to get married on the same day as Jack Bauer in 24? Can you believe it? I happen to be in Bermuda, so I'm running late. I just made it back in this morning, early this morning from Bermuda, and I wasn't able. The reception was really bad, and plus I was at the actual wedding at the time the show was come on, so I'm pretty sure you'll get over it and forgive me. But let me get to it. It is day, I think whatever it is, it's time between 2 and 3 p.m. And this is what occurs. It starts off with, first of all, Simone, which is the daughter and the girlfriend of the guy from before, and the mother, Margot. She's the mother as well as she's the leader of this group. It begins with Jack making it into the embassy due to the riot, right? He made it into the embassy. Everything that he tried to do worked. He strong-armed the guy, took his badge, took his jacket, made his way up to Tanner. Okay? Jack insists that Tanner give him the key. So that's what happens. Jack gets, once he gets into the embassy, gets in the room, finds Tanner, he gets the flight key. And the flight key is supposed to have a ton of information on it. And what Jack's attempt is to prove that there was actually, or that there is actually, an attempt on the life of the president. And with the use of drone strikes. So he has everything together. He gets in there. He talks to Tanner and tells Tanner, look, I'm the only cat that believes you. Tanner understands that, gives him the information. Jack takes out the guy who's in the room, takes the flight key from him, and rolls out. Makes his way all the way down to the bottom. And once he gets into a room, and Chloe is in his ear talking to him and telling him where to go, because the Marines are on his heels, hot on his heels. So Jack gets down into a secured room, computer room. He has a few hostages, which a couple of women and a guy, and he's not trying to hurt them at all. And so he's trying to upload the information. It's taking a little bit of time, so they go through another process, and Jack needs more time. So what does Jack do? He has one of the hostages open up the door, and he unloads on a couple of Marines, but he intentionally hits them in their armor, which was kind of funny, and I'll tell you why later on. But it was just another attempt to buy time, right? So the drones are ready to go soon. And that's what Margot is being told by the son who's putting some of these things together. They should be ready to go in less than an hour. So Jack has to really get this stuff moving, right? The bee turns around and tells Simone that, look, I have a plan to leave. I'm not feeling this anymore. I don't think it's right. Here's an ultimatum. Either you stay here with Margot, your mother, and do all of this mass killing, or you come with me. It's just that simple. One of the two has to happen. Either you come with me, or you stay with Margot. And so she tells him that she's going to come with him. And I'm going to speed it up a little bit. She tells him that she's going to come with him. But really, I know deep down she has no intentions of going with him. Even though she does love him and it is her husband. So go to the next scene. Chloe and Jack are trying to get info from the key, but it's taking too long. I already said that. The Prez is still going strong with the Parliament talking to him. And he's actually really doing a good job. He's been able to sway all of the people over. And now everything is working good. Now the Secretary of State has found out what's going on. CIA has called and informed them that Jack is being holding hostages, and Jack is down, and they're trying to figure out what they're going to do. Secretary of State get all of the information, forwards it over to and informs the president with Audrey standing right there. So now, what's the deal? They jump back to the scene with Nabeeb. Nabeeb is going back and forth with Margot. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. Well, Nabeeb tells her, you can torture me as much as you want. You can do anything you want. And she goes, okay. So what does she do? She takes Simone, her own daughter, his wife, and starts chopping her finger off. She doesn't do it. She has one of the goons do it. But it wasn't expected. I thought she was bluffing, and next thing you know, here goes a finger go flying across the room, and she's yelling, I'm yelling. It was funny. That was funny to me. So the president actually calls Jack while he's in this room. He calls Jack, and he starts telling him Jack tells him everything. He lays it out on the line. This is why we're doing. This is why I'm doing this. This is this. This is that. And the president, he sort of believes Jack. Audrey definitely believes him. Secretary of State is not having it at all. So they can go back and forth. The president gives the order to the Marines to go in whenever they want to. Well, here it goes. Kate hears the call. She informs her boss, and the boss is like, well, the president has final say. So what does Kate do? The typical, right? She goes through the air vent above, the good old air vent above the room trick that nobody in the Marines would have thought of. They were just more apt to let's blow the door open and go in guns a-blazing. So she drops down out of the ceiling, talks Jack into surrendering, and then turns around and says that I'll upload all of the information because I actually believe you. She believes Jack. So she takes the flight key. Now, we don't know what she's going to do with it, but she claims that she believes him. Okay? Maybe she doesn't, maybe she does, but here comes the Marines coming in full force. And what happened? Nothing. She gets to claim that he's CIA property because she got to him first and they couldn't shoot. There's no shootout. Jack is held. He's gets cuffed up and everything. And then they go to the final scene, which shows Margot being informed that all systems are go. And right now, what are they doing? They're looking for drones, 10 drones over London that are under control of the United States because now they have control over it. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. So are you telling me Jack was right? Are you telling me that Audrey, who was defending Jack, even though the husband is saying that it's personal, is right? Are you telling me that the president made the wrong decision? There's so many things that we could think about. But with that, I'm going to leave you. Get ready for the next hour, which is Monday. It'll be, I think it's 3. Well, it is 3 p.m., 4 p.m. Talk to you soon. Thomas Amal, 24 Review. Out. Peace.